morning. So it's June 5th and it's 7:10 in the morning. We've been walking for about a little over an hour. Got up early today because today's a long walk. We're going all the way to Astorga, and that's about 18 miles, longer than what we've done. Relatively flat, but still with my shins and stuff. And it's better to get up early. We've got a lunch reservation at an interesting spot, local fame. The road this morning is pretty stable but ugly. I mean, we're basically walking along a highway, even though this is supposed to be the scenic route. We're passing between some villages as we go, but our first real walk through a village is when we get to, I think it's called 𝗪𝗙𝗪𝗡𝗃 something or another. Yeah. And it's about 10 kilometers into the day, so about 7 miles. So we're 2 hours into our walk and we're just reaching the turn at 𝗪𝗙𝗪𝗡𝗃. But from looking at the app, we can see that the Camino goes into this village only to come out at the other side and return exactly to the same road we're on. And as we're still feeling pretty energized, we're skipping. So we're just gonna go straight past this little village, stay on the road, and go to the next town, 𝗦𝗙𝗪𝗪𝗡𝗏, which we've also heard has got a lot of prettiness to it. This one, not so much. So we'll stop there and have our coffee, which still will be early, about 9 a.m., 3 hours into our day. Apparently, however, they weren't just taking us through town, because the train track runs through the very, very end part here. So we're gonna cross the tracks to get back on the road over there and continue. Semi-illegal or whatever, but anyway. As you can see here, we just came over that little bit, and then the Camino picks back up. There's my trusty camera person and traveling companion, Raquel, and we're continuing along. This hooks back up, and next stop, coffee and hopefully a chocolate croissant. Now that we're further west, we can also see some of the blueberry candy harvesting that's going on. I didn't get a shot of any of those yesterday because it's still early in the season, and I don't think that they've made it to the stores yet. So we're just wrapping up our third hour of the day and getting to 𝗦𝗙𝗪𝗪𝗏𝗃, which is where the two trails, the scenic and the not scenic, that we left León on, come together. When you see this water tower with the storks above, and you see tons of pilgrims coming from that direction. Hopefully we can get some coffee and that much needed chocolate croissant in this little village called 𝗦𝗙𝗪𝗪𝗏𝗃. So this town is called 𝗦𝗙𝗪𝗪𝗏𝗃, which is a bridge of Ōbrigo. The river here is the Ōbrigo. I'm doing my Spanish-English thing. And the bridge is old Roman bridge that was renovated in medieval times, and we're approaching it right now. So this is one of those beautiful views you get to see only in Europe, because there's nothing this old in the States. So this is the little cobblestone road down to it. You can see those pilgrims are already on it. And of course the river used to be a hell of a lot bigger than it is now. It's probably been redirected for agriculture, irrigation, and so forth. But I'm gonna go to the left here a little bit first so you can kind of get a view of it. So see, Rio Ōbrigo is down there. There's a sign for it. There is the river, but you can see that the bridge went on and on and on all the way into the town, which is where we're going for that much needed coffee. So we're taking the scenic route at the fork today, and that is going to take us over a couple of medium-sized hills. This is the first one, and I think this is the big one, and then I think there's a smaller one behind it. to get us into Astorga. This is the sort of view you expect of the Camino, with pilgrims up ahead of you and coming along behind you as well. But I have to say, honestly, this is like the first day that we've seen this. Oh, that's kind of pretty. There's some people down there using that as a rest area. I think they were camping there overnight, maybe. Although with the water, today's getting hot. I mean, it's only gonna be 82, so it's not like Texas hot. But compared to what we're used to, well, I'm wearing my hat for the first day. I've been using the toque in the mornings because it's kind of cold and I don't have much on top to keep the warmth in. But today it's for the heat. But we are now 4 hours and 45 minutes into today's walk to Astorga, and we still have 7 miles to go, which our average pace is about 3 miles an hour. So that's about another 2 hours and 20 minutes till we get to town. Astorga, decent population size-wise, but not a big town, so it won't take long to get from the city limits to where we're staying. So here we're coming to the end of this last little hill. There's a cross on top, and you can see off in the distance Astorga, which is our destination today. It's about an hour away, way out there. You can see. Pretty cool. Almost there. These are pastries typical from Astorga that are made with butter and flour and come in different formats, basically. You got this one down here. It's like a puff pastry. And you've also got the puff pastry chocolate covered. And we have, of course, our natural Spanish candies, which are in season currently. If you see these kinds of figures in Spain as you're traveling, it has nothing to do with the clan. The clan actually stole those outfits from medieval European costumes that were worn by pilgrims, and those outfits are still worn during Lent and Easter by penitents all over Spain, different colors depending on groups basically that they belong to. So you will see a lot of those, as well as little figurines, but it's not anything to do with anything racial or negative. It was actually co-opted or appropriated by the clan in the US. So this is another one of a few buildings, I think 4 total, that Gaudí, the architect from Barcelona, built outside of Catalonia, here in Astorga. And you got the cathedral right next door. So we're gonna go take a look at both. They're obviously, you can see the sign here, open for visits. And I'm betting in the cathedral we can get our book stamped.